Welcome to this video. It is the first session for the book, Getting to Know ArcGIS, and I'm going to demonstrate the exercises from this book. And you can get the data from this link. And once you get the data and you unzip it, and I save in my jump drive. It's called Getting to Know ArcGIS. So let's start with exercise 03. And it's in the book, page number 33. So we're going to go ahead displaying map data. First, we're going to, in these exercises, we're going to learn how to display data in ArcMap. And we're going to explore the map document that contains world data and learn the basics of how map documents work. This exercise's instruction assume you have installed the data. As I mentioned, that of course I installed the data. It's GTK ArcGIS in my jump drive in chapter 3. Now let's get started. Start ArcMap. Located in the ArcGIS suite. So I have Windows 10, so that I already have my ArcMap here. This version I have is ArcMap 10.4. I'm going to click Started. So when ArcMap is open, you see ArcMap Getting Started dialog box on the main application window. So right here. And let's wait a little bit. And this dialog allows you to quickly start a new map or open an existing map or template. So existing map, of course I already work on a lot of exercises and it saved my recent. So you can see my template, and also there are more options here. So I'm going to hit Open Existing Map. Oh, it's really slow. Okay, browsing from more. Okay, and because I work on my mastering GI science data, but now I have to go back to this folder and Getting to Know ArcGIS. That's where the data is. It's chapter 3, and we start with the exercise 03A. So now I open the ArcMap document dialog box. So now I browse to my folder where I save my data, and I'm going to click. It's the map document, exercise 03A, and which show in here, and I'm going to click it and click open. And when the map document is open, now we're going to observe the display area. So where you can see map, a map of the world. See, map of the world. I'm going to extend for the full extent view. So each icon in the ArcMap, if you hover over that, you can see what the tool function is. So full extent, you can read through what this button function is. And sorry, I worked before and I still have my Arc2 box open, so I'm going to close it now. So now we can see ArcGIS have layers. So this is the table of content. Let me expand it a little bit so you can see it better. Okay, good. And there I have a different views. So now I'm going to click List by Drawing Order, which means that the top layer has the priorities that we see cities and latitude and longitude. If you see a box with a check, means turn this layer on and off. See, if I turn it off, and you can not see the latitude and longitude. For the cities, if I turn it on and off, means visible for this layer or invisible for this layer. When it's checked means it's visible for this layer. And now we're going to turn on the world population and air pollution for each country that I could just collapse them. So you can see there are a lot of data there. As I mentioned, because we do not have the we have the drawing order. So if we move the world population on top, and then we can see the world population. Of course, China and India has the most, and followed by United States. But you can see that with a priority, and we want to see the air pollution, so we just drag this layer on top, and you can see different air pollution in some country with really bad pollution. And Antarctica is really nice. Let's just move there. It's nice. China and Beijing and Shanghai right now has the smog. It's really bad there. Okay, so now you get to know about the layers. And if we move country back, and we can see the layer and as before, and only in the list by drawing order that you can jump up and down to see each layer. If not, and then it's just going to display by the order. And we, of course, we can see list by source, and you can see that this data that I open it up, and we can see where it's stored. And the stored data path was ArcGIS in my jump drive, chapter 3 data world, and we have a geodatabase. It's from world geodatabase. So now your application may look somewhat different than the graph. So and let's move back. Cannot move because we have to go back to the list by drawing order. So now you see a world map with grid lines and dark blue circles, okay? Taking a quick look at the table of content. So this part is the table of content. And with some modest deciphering, you can surmise that the dark blue circles represent cities with populations greater than 1 million, with increasingly larger circles representing increasingly larger populations. So, let me zoom in a little bit. On and off. And zooming to China. China, Beijing, Shanghai, and Guangzhou has a lot of population. So, and let's look at United States. New York and Mexico City. Those are big cities, so has a lot of population. And those cities with greater than 1 million with increasing, and the grid lines represent lines of latitude. So you can see this one, LAT, latitude, LONG, long means longitude. Countries are yellow, and ocean are light blue. So let's see, let's turn this off so we can see it better in this way. So now this is latitude and longitude. It's very nice. And ocean is everywhere. So, and country, yellow. They have different layers. So, layer is a spatial dataset represented by symbols on an ArcGIS map. The visible layer on this map are named cities. So those are visible. Cities, we turn it on, they are visible. Counties, they are visible. Air pollution county, and ocean. And you can also see the world population as well. Although they are not visible on the map at the moment, when I turn it off, they are not available. Not visible, sorry. And if we turn it on, that we can see them. So now we go to page 34. 6. In the table of content, now I'm going to turn the city layer off again. Now, city disappear on the map, right? And if I turn back on, and you can see them again. In the same way, I'm going to turn the latitude and longitude again on and off. And then the countries is yellow, on and off. Oopsies. Okay, so now you can see there are some components here. We have to change by symbology, but we are not going to cover it now. And we are going to do the oceans one more time. So all map layers in ArcMap can be turned off and on with a click. So in this box, okay? And those are symbology. We could change the color into yellow. You don't want to do that, but we can switch back and forth and change it into blue again. Okay, good. So, and next time we are going to observe the effects of changing the layer drawing order. So layers are drawn one on top of the other like a stack of translucent papers. So imagine that the layer you are looking at are actually opaque symbols drawn on transparent paper. If you place cities drawn as filled in dots below the countries, which are filled in blocks of colors, you wouldn't see them. You can experiment with this concept in ArcMap. So let's do it, okay? Let's move city on top. So we will see some dots were covered the map because now counties are polygon and they can cover the dots for the cities. So if we put dots on top, that we can see through the polygons. So in the table of contents, so drag city to the bottom of the list layer below the ocean. So let's do that. So what's going to happen? Guess. Oh, of course, you know. You are very smart. City disappears, right? So in the table of contents, we did that. Now a horizontal black bar indicates its position in the list. So now each time we drag, we will know which part going to be, and if we see the forbid sign, that means it's not going to work. And when you go let go of the mouse button, so I drag, and if I let it go, and then it will just stay where going to be. So the city at the bottom of the table of contents, and then it's no longer visible on the map, and the polygon layers using solid fill colors obscure the point layer of cities. So always layer lines and points on top of polygons to avoid this problem. So let's remove points and lines above polygons. So now we can see the latitude and longitude. When you add data to ArcMap, the software automatically places points and lines above polygons. So the ArcMap has the function to do that. So each time you observe, pay attention to whether the points or lines are above all those polygons. Thank you.